it should start now. Yes, now it is recording. So thank you guys for coming. I'll just take you guys through the deadlines for the projects, especially the two projects which are climate action, rethinking plastics, as well as water conservation, the one race for oceans. So we'll just start off. Let me share my screen and take you guys through the Enactus Plus website. We've done this before, but at least let's do it again today, so you guys can at least get a picture of how this works. Siangalie password zangu, by the way. Okay, yeah, so signed into Enactus Plus, and yes, so this is what Enactus Plus is all about. Welcome to Enactus. You can watch that video, getting started on how to join the community. So this is for guys who have not, if you haven't signed up already, this is how you can join, and you'll find that you can apply for Strath to join the Strath team. So just join the community through that. You can also see what other people are working on, the featured projects. So what guys are doing in Puerto Rico, for example, you can see what phase they're at. So these guys are in the ignition stage, so they've already started. These guys are actually starting out and they're impacting the community. They've started impacting the community. However, they haven't really scaled it up. You can see that there's implementation, the implementation phase. These guys are actually building their products. And yeah, there's also, you can also take a look at the various opportunities. Okay, you can see the teams, yeah, the various universities. You can search for them. You will also find Strath. Yeah, you can search by city. So okay, let's look for Strathmore. Yes, you can find us here. Yeah. So as you can see, we have had two projects ever since this platform was started. We've had two projects. So there's Agrarian, yeah, which is our data-driven agricultural platform. So educates the farmer on the optimum farm inputs and allows them to cultivate optimally. And then we have the smart sanitizer dispenser. We didn't get to, we're still at the insights state. We're just trying to figure out how we can achieve this, but then we realize that it's not something that we wanted to get into. However, so this is how you actually create a project. So you come here, as you can see, in order to actually apply for the various opportunities, you need to create your project. Yeah, so give a name, the overview, what phase are you at? So are you at the insights phase, implementation? Are you actually impacting your community? Or are you actually scaling? You mentioned the country, the story, project story, like, this is a video, for example. Just upload a video of you guys just talking about your project, how you started out, the problem, the solution, and how you have actually impacted your community, the various SDGs, yeah, so no poverty, life on land. You put in the various members, so you will be able to see the people who've been working on this project. Like you select and then you put them here, yeah. So yeah, so you have to be registered onto the platform for this to actually take shape, so that guys can actually see. I can see that patients actually registered. So it's not that hard. I can see Rachel registered. Yeah, so, and then that's it. So you submit for approval, and there you have your project set up under Enactus Strathmore. I now take you guys through the opportunities. Yeah, so now this is what I wanted to discuss today, the timelines for these opportunities. It's joining. So the timelines for these opportunities. So if you take a look at the Rethinking Plastics, you will see that the timelines for this is the deadline, that is, has been moved to 1st of December. Yeah, so you guys have to be ready with your projects before then and actually submit them for this opportunity. So you have to follow that procedure that I told you. Create an account, get one of you guys to create an account. Your team heads, I informed your team heads about that, so they're aware of these timelines. So you need to create an account, and then they can actually put you under that project if you've been working on the project with them. So they'll put you under that project, and our timelines were, you should have this ready by the 22nd. Yeah, so around the 23rd will be the first check for the project, the documentation, and then the 27th will be the last one. And then you will submit during the weekend. You will clear up, make some corrections, then submit on the 1st. So how are you guys going to be submitting? You just come here, submit your entry, it's just over here, and then fill in these details. Yeah. So your team heads are aware of this, but I just wanted you guys to know what will be happening. So you pick your project, like let's say it's agrarian, for example, name of the team member who is completing this form, describe in 300 words, and yeah, add in these details, and then you'll be good to go. This, mind you, this is for the 3 challenges. Let's come here, the opportunities. So this is for Rethinking Plastics, Race for Climate Action, and the one Race for Oceans. So those are these timelines apply to those. The others, which is agriculture and wildlife, those ones you don't necessarily have to register. Yeah, you can put it on the platform. However, there's no challenge for it. However, that following the same procedure is highly encouraged. Okay, any questions on the deadline, on the project? What progress have you guys been making? So you guys can just, it's open. You guys can tell me, guys, what have you been working on? Have the teams been? You guys are not in teams? Probably can start with is it Clarice? Clarice? I hope I've said your name correctly. Yeah. Are you in a team? And how have you guys been working? How have you guys been pairing?
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
I'm on a team. We are doing the rethinking plastic team.
Okay. Has it been coming along?
We're supposed to meet, I think, this weekend. I'm not sure. Because the head texted us today and said we need to meet and work on the project.
Okay.
Yeah, but we've been doing research, articles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. Now, I think with today's session, they now be encouraging you guys move from research now, actually go and look for your target audience, and that's something I will be doing today. Yeah. Thank you, Clarice. Is it Clarice? Clarice. How do I say your name?
It's
My apologies. Clarice.
Clarice.
Okay. Thank you, Clarice. Davis. How have you guys been faring in your project?
I'm also in a team, the Race for Climate Action.
Hmm.
Um, we are still we are faring on well. The last week it's been a little quiet, but I think we are supposed to be meeting soon.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. That what team is that, by the way, Davis?
Patience team.
Patients team. That
Yeah.
is climate action.
Yes.
Okay. Uh, Someone from water conservation, the one race for oceans. Someone from agriculture. Someone from wildlife. Probably can hear from two more of you. Mary, Mary, you can tell us how's the experience been? How's the project been faring? What progress have you guys made?
Oh, hi, I'm in the same team as Clarice, so basically what she said. There
Okay.
is something plastic.
Okay, okay. So how's that been for you? Have you been engaged?
Okay, there's not been a lot of engagement, but we are doing something. The group leader spoke today, so
Mm.
I think we're supposed to meet.
Okay, okay. So, okay. Um, that's good. That's good. Uh, yeah, you probably can give that recommendation to your project head, at least so you guys can be doing things and all that. Um, yeah, thank you, Mary, for that. Nicole, you can tell us something about how your experience has been.
Hi.
Hi.
My experience has been good, and we're still researching to know
Mm.
what we're going to do
Okay,
in
okay.
the
What project is
documentation and
this?
stuff. Anything under the sun. Patel's
Ah,
group.
okay, okay. Uh, how has that been? The wildlife. Have you guys been? Has it been the wildlife? Are you guys enjoying it? Because I know yours was a bit different. The thing under the sun, so you pick whatever. So how has that been? Mm,
It was great since we learned. Okay, we were able to learn more about wildlife and stuff like that,
mm.
though we haven't yet met.
Oh, you haven't met. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So I know. Yeah, Rohini. Rohini is your team head. Yeah. Have you been speaking to her?
Okay. I think it's because of our timeline and stuff like that.
Mm,
So
mm.
it's really hard for everyone to catch up and meet up. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Uh, so I guess that's something that we can work on. Um, yeah, to see whether you guys do you still like the project? Do you want to continue it? So that's a discussion we can have. Yes, thank you, Nicole, for that. Um, Next we have Nelius. I think Vivian left. Nelius, you can tell us about your experience with this project, with the project. What project are you working on? What team are you on? How has it been? What progress have you made? Yes, the floor is yours. Hello, Nelius.
Hi.
Hi, hi.
Yes. So currently I'm in the group for agriculture,
Hmm.
and well, the experience has been good. It has been really good, and yeah, it's been really good. The projects we're working on, we've not really like met and discussed, I guess, because everyone is busy, the exams, and yeah, but yeah, it's been a really good experience.
Okay, okay. You've gotten to learn more about agriculture?
Yes, we have not like narrowed down to what we like on the specifics. It's just on the deciding on what we should choose. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, that seems appropriate. That seems appropriate. Uh, thank you, Nelius, for that. Um,
Um,
yeah. So
And should you feel like if there's only one or two students?
okay. Yes. So thank you guys for your feedback for on how your experience has been. Do you think that if there's any way that you feel that we can help, just let us know. Do you guys have feedback for the way we've been operating and what we can improve on? The floor is open. Any of you can say something. Hello, guys. Any feedback? None at all. Maybe you want to do it anonymously. We can talk about it now. But no pressure, no pressure. So if you guys have no feedback like on how we can improve, I guess we can go into the next part of this session, which was taking you guys through the design thinking. What is design thinking? Has any of you learned about design thinking? Probably I can open the floor and ask, what do you guys think design thinking is? Well, we can start with Clarice again. You can go back, start from the top. Clarice, you can, what is design thinking? Hello, Clarice, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hmm.
I'm really not sure, but I'm thinking it's like how you have a situation or an issue, then you set to look at how this problem is caused, how you can solve it, and like basically to understand its challenges and all that. Like you look at the problem in details, sort of. I'm not sure.
Okay, okay. You have an idea. You have an idea. It's actually on the right direction. Davis, you can probably add to that. What do you think design thinking is?
Okay, thank you. Can you say it's a strategic way of looking at a problem in terms of how you can solve it?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. A strategic way. Yeah, to understand how you can to understand the problem and seeing how you can solve it. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Actually, right on the right path. On the right path. Actually, I think that's it's quite good. A good attempt. Mary.
I think it's like trying to, when you're doing a project, trying to understand the people, like the users who are going to benefit from the project, the challenges involved, and yeah, trying to redefine the problems that you're trying to solve.
I can see you've mentioned a really important point. Most of you are correct. Actually, you're all correct. However, there's something that Mary has mentioned that is very important. The people. Yeah, you look at the people and the problems that they face. It's design thinking is actually known as the human-centered approach. So you don't just look at the problem, you look at the people who suffer because of this problem. And you try and see how can I help these people by looking at what they do, how do they cause a problem, how does it affect them, and then creating a solution around that, around their experience. So yeah, that was a good attempt. Thank you guys. Now we'll just, let me present my screen. I show you a great video that will just take you through the design thinking steps, and then I will send you guys a document on the group which you guys can take a look at in depth. So yeah, so let me play this video.
Hey, I'm Jonathan from AJ Smart. In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of design thinking and why it's still relevant in 2020. Almost every innovative company in the world uses some form of design thinking. So it's super important for you, whether you're a designer, whether you're a product manager, or whether you're someone just interested in the topic. It's super important to really understand what the hell it is. Because no matter where you go, no matter which company you're in, if you're going to work on products, if you're going to work on anything related to the topic of innovation, people are going to start talking about design thinking. It's just going to come up. It's everywhere, and it's been everywhere for the last 20 years, and it's not going anywhere now. So this video is a quick overview of design thinking. We have new videos every week just like this to help people learn about innovation processes, workshops, design thinking, design sprints. If you like that kind of thing, if you want to see more of that kind of thing in your recommended tab or whatever it is on YouTube, just hit the subscribe button. All right, first question, what is design thinking? Really simply, design thinking is a philosophy and a set of tools to help you solve problems creatively. That's the first thing you need to understand. When a company is trying to create something new, when a company is trying to solve a problem, when a team is trying to solve a complex problem, you can use design thinking to help you get to that solution. But whereas there are many processes that can be used for problem solving, design thinking specifically focuses on the human-centered side of creative problem solving. So design thinking really looks at all of creative problem solving through the lens of human-centered design. It's a human-centered approach. It's about empathizing and figuring out who you're designing for, what their needs are, and then helping you to solve that problem, helping you to innovate based on those needs. So whereas many other problem-solving processes before design thinking were always about, well, we have this technology, let's make this thing, design thinking helps you look at this from the customer, the human perspective. There are 5 main steps to any design thinking process, even though in each of these steps, the exercises themselves or the specific process is very, very flexible. And every company and every designer and every design thinker does it differently. But the 5 steps always remain the same. Step number 1 is empathize. And this step is basically just about understanding the people you're trying to design the product for, the product or the service for. And in this step, a lot of the time, it's about gathering information, interviewing, doing user interviews, creating personas, trying to figure out who am I making this for? What is their problem? And really, what do these people do, right? It's about empathizing with the people you're designing for. Step 2 is to define. Now, in the define step, you're taking everything you learned in step 1, in the empathize step, and you're defining, and you're really kind of breaking it down and coming to conclusions about what are the user's needs. Based on everything I've learned from interviewing these people, what are their needs? What are their problems? What are their challenges? What are the types of things? What are the insights we can take from these interviews, from empathizing with the users, with the customers? What are we taking from that? What are we actually going to be able to use as information? What are we saying, this is a problem? This is a common problem. This is a common challenge. This is an observation we were able to make. How do you take everything you learned in the empathize section and turn that into insights? And this is what define is. Step 3 is to ideate. Now you're taking everything you learned in the previous 2 steps and you're coming up with solutions. You're coming up with ideas. You're coming up with potential matches of products or services, or whatever it is you're creating. You're trying to match your solution with the insights you figured out in the empathize and define section of the design thinking process. Now what you're doing is coming together and you're coming up with ideas. And often this is the bit that looks sort of like a brainstorming workshop. You got Post-its everywhere, people are coming together, people are sharing ideas, and people are trying to come up with ideas. So it's really about coming up with thoughts and ideas that match what you learned in the previous steps. Step 4 is prototype. Now what you're doing is you're taking all of these ideas, you're breaking it down into a select few that you think might be worth making into something more realistic. And you're turning these ideas into simple, testable prototypes. They're not fully designed, they're not fully coded, they're not fully made into the real thing, but they're essentially a facade, essentially a fake thing, whether that's a digital product or a physical product. You're just trying to quickly make something that you can test with real users, and that's the final step, test. And in the test phase, you're taking your prototypes, the prototypes that are based on what you created in the 3rd step and 4th step, and now you're on to the final step where you're testing with real people. And these real people are selected based on what you learned in step 1 in empathize. And essentially these real people are going to use the product, and you're going to get feedback from them in real time based on what they're using. So you go back through the cycle, you go from test, once you've got your test results, you go back again into the define phase, right? You're not done once you've tested. There's going to be a lot of new insights. So these insights, you're gathering them together, again, back to the define phase, and then you're back to the ideate phase again. Based on your new learnings, you're coming up with new ideas, you're coming up with updated ideas, and then you're back to prototype again, and then you're back to test again. And that is the core design thinking cycle. And these are the 5 steps you see every time you search for anything design thinking related. And I just want to be super clear about this. You see these, they'll be overlaid on the screen multiple times here. You'll see these 5 steps. And the important thing to understand here is these 5 steps are sort of like the zoomed out map of how a design thinking process works. However, the exact exercises within these circles are not defined, okay? So you need to understand that's an important difference between design thinking and something like design sprints. In design thinking, you have a broad map of what you're going to be doing over the next weeks, months, years, but there's no rule set that says you have to do this exercise, you have to do this persona, you have to do this. Whereas in something like design sprints, it's more like a recipe, you have to do it. I'm going slightly off topic, but I wanted to get you there because I feel like a lot of people misunderstand that about design thinking. Design thinking is not a recipe, it's not do this, 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 this. It's a philosophy and a mindset combined with multiple different exercises you can choose from depending on how you want to make the dish, right? So design thinking is essentially pretty free form, it's pretty flexible, it's pretty much up to the person who's running the process, which can make it actually quite tricky. And that's often why we recommend taking the philosophy of design thinking, learning the philosophy of design thinking, and using something like the design sprint as a recipe to run a design thinking process. So hopefully that quick overview demystified some of design thinking for you. The first thing to understand is just the broad philosophy around what design thinking is. And that's the point of this video. For more videos on design thinking and for more articles and for more posts, we're going to be doing a full week of design thinking content on our LinkedIn profile this week. So definitely say hey over there as well. I know LinkedIn can be a bit boring, but we've got a very exciting LinkedIn page. So AJ and Smart on LinkedIn. If you're looking to get deeper into what exercises exist, exactly what the processes can look like, exactly how to run design thinking workshops, workshopper.com is a great resource for figuring out how to start things like this. We've got a great guide called The Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Design Thinking, and we've got new videos every single week. Of course, they're free.
Okay, guys, yeah, that was actually a really great summary of what design thinking is all about. So I just want to hear your thoughts on So what are the key takeaways, yeah, from that video? So I think we'll start again, not start again, but continue from Nelias, starting with Nelias. So probably you can tell us, what did you take from that video?
For me, it was definitely the 5 steps. Guess that's what I got: the empathize, define, ideate, prototype, and test. And also learning that it's a continuous process, like it's not a one-time process, it's continuous, so it can build a really good project at the end. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good summary. Nicole, you can add to that.
Okay, for me, I got the part that you have to ask the users. So in that way, the problem might be solved at the best solution. Yeah, like that.
I agree. You need to ask the users. You need to be with the users in order to solve their problems. Yeah, not just trying to tell them what their problem is and how you solve it. You have to communicate with them. Okay, that's a good takeaway. Vivian, I can see that you're here. You are the ulikuwa umepotea, but I can see you are back. So, what are your takeaways?
Hello.
Hi.
I kind of joined when the video is almost ending, but I heard that design thinking is not just about sitting and thinking and... Okay, did I even hear well? I really didn't get that part very well, but I just heard that design thinking is not just a matter of sitting down and thinking this and this and this.
Okay. You'll send the recording. Yeah, I think you're having network issues. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'll appreciate.
Yeah. We're recording the session, so don't worry. Yes, we can go back to Clarice. Clarice, you can tell us what your takeaways.
Yeah, definitely the 5 steps, what someone has said, but also the part where they say, no, get the door, where they say it's a set of tools to help you solve a problem. So if you're solving a problem, you really have to know the needs of your audience or the needs of the people. The needs of people, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. The needs of the people. You need to understand the needs of your user. Yes, I think that was good. You guys have pretty much covered the important concepts, what design thinking is about. And now those are just the steps. Remember, he said that it's a philosophy. But that means that you need to actually come up with a structure on how you can actually implement those steps. And it's free form. You can implement various tools such as storyboarding. You can use notes, sticky notes. Okay, right now we can't really meet physically to have a session like that, but that's essentially the way it's meant to be. So you're meant to talk to your users, and then so you empathize with them, you ask questions, and you make the user open up, and then you decide to define. So when you're defining, you'll come up with, you have like a board, and then I have sticky notes. So you write what are the things that these guys are facing. Yeah, what did this guy say? What was troubling him? What did he feel about what was troubling him? And you all put it on a board, and you all look at it, and then try and draw out the most important problems. So what did they talk about the most? Yeah, what did they say troubled them the most? What do you think, what did they say took a lot of time to implement? And then you get to now the ideate stage, whereby you guys just come together with the same sticky notes and start drawing up solutions. Yeah, so you write this is we're going to do this and this for this user, yeah, based on the things that we defined. What was their problem and how can we solve it? So you come up with multiple ideas, and one technique that probably I'll just, you guys can go and check it out and see if it works, is that, and it does work, and you'll be surprised it does, is you come up with 3 ideas that are quite normal, and then you come up with one absurd idea. So you come up with something that's completely out of this world. Yeah, so you come up with something that's completely out of this world. So, for example, but let's do that right now. Yeah. So, what problem? Let's look at agriculture. Yeah. So, I'd like to hear from you guys. What solutions would you guys come up with based on the knowledge that you have, just out of the blue? We can start with Davis. You can give one idea, then we go to Kevin, then we go to Mary, and then Nelius, you come up with a really absurd idea. So let's go. Davis, an idea?
An idea of what exactly? I haven't gotten you well.
Like, let's say, okay, let's probably define that a bit further. We have a guy, yeah, we have a farmer, and he has been struggling to get fertile. He lives huko ndani, he's deep in the bushes and all that, and he struggles to get various inputs for his farm. So what idea would you come up with to solve that problem?
Okay, definitely is not the only farmer. So huko ndani venye unasema, there are many farmers, so I think they can come together and maybe get a lorry together, which will be bringing for them all those things, maybe like once a month, so it will be cheaper.
Okay. That's a good one. Kevin?
I think getting them connected to suppliers would be what I would suggest, similar to what Davis had said. And then it would also be looking at like their farming methods. Maybe they could start farming different use that is suited for their land or more suited with the materials they already have. So I would look at either getting them the supplies or either giving them different techniques.
Okay, so education and all that, training. Okay. Next, we have Mary, your idea. Normal, down-to-earth idea. Something that sounds rational.
They could use what they have, like they can keep small domestic animals like chicken, goats, and have manure from there and use that for their farms.
Okay. Yeah. Next is Nelius. Now, Nelius, you need to come up with something really absurd and something out of this world. Something. If you are not limited by the physical world, what idea would you come up with for them?
Okay, I'm not really sure. I think it's already been thought of, but maybe start a farm in Mars, because there are reports that there's water and air, oxygen possibly, so you can start a farm there. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wow, a really absurd idea indeed. A farm on Mars.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's now that's it. So basically you would write those things down. Yeah. So you have 3 rational ideas and 1 really absurd idea. And based on that thought process, that absurd idea, it's not actually meant to be implemented. It's just there to open up your minds to the possibility of something really different. So it doesn't need to be implemented. You know, of course, a farm on Mars, we haven't even been to the moon in how long? So, however, it's meant to allow you to think out of the box. It's meant to take you out of this. When people come and do brainstorming, yeah, they brainstorm on an idea, they tend to agree on ideas based on consensus. And consensus is not usually the most correct thing to do. Yeah, it's not usually the truth. It's like it doesn't quite get there. Yeah, you'll enter groupthink, and it's not a very rational state. So those absurd ideas allow you to get out of that groupthink state and think about something completely different. So yeah, next you do the prototyping and the testing. So that's where the prototyping is. Now you come up with something really small. Doesn't have to be a fully fledged product. It can be, for example, you come up with a setup, a stage, and then you walk a user through it. So you have probably, for example, you don't necessarily need a lorry. You can just pretend that there's a lorry picking up the fertilizer from one place to the other. And it's just then you ask the user, what do you think about this process? And they audibly just tell you, this is what I think. I don't like the way I need to carry the fertilizer from here to here. I think there needs to be a solution for that. So you just interact with the user. So yeah, that's, however, I will send a document whereby you can go through these things in depth. It's a really great document that explains it further. I'll also send this video so that you can also check out their resources. They're also really good. Yeah, so that is on design thinking for the day. Yeah, so any questions that you guys might have? Questions, concerns? Okay. So primarily this technique, this philosophy should be used for the projects that you guys have been working on. You've been doing a lot of research, but now you guys need to take it to the next step. Yeah, so meeting with your target audience. I discussed with your project heads about this, and I believe they actually taking the necessary steps to do that. So now you need to start looking for these people that you're trying to help, because I mean, don't make a solution for someone you've never met. You have to meet with them, talk to them, and then understand and build something for them. So yes, that is what was going to be discussed today. I will send this video, I'll post it on YouTube and then send the link to you guys. So yeah, that's all for the day. If you have any EOBs, questions, concerns, just let me know. Yes, okay. So for our final exercise before we go, we are meant to do the introduction thing that we usually do, but we didn't get a chance. So yeah, guess we can do that now. So who came last? I think it was Vivian who came last. Vivian, can you confirm that you came last?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. So you will start us off. Yeah, pick a random person and ask them a question.
Wow. Okay. Clarice Msonga. Clarice Musonga.
Yes, I'm here.
If there was one thing if there was a movie that you can be asked to, oh my God, let me rephrase it well. If there was a movie that you can react it again, like you can do it, you can actually act it you yourself, which one would it be?
A movie, Kenyan or just general?
General.
Which one? I think even series, yeah.
Yeah, even series.
I think I'd like to react. Just let me see my favorite. Hmm, which one? Probably I'd be part of the. I'd like to act like in the sneakerheads.
Which character?
Um, which one? I could say a male character. Yeah?
Okay.
I'd act King but
Okay. Guess I've
yeah.
done.
Um, who? Kevin.
Yo,
Hi.
hi, how you?
I'm good. You?
I am fine, thank you.
Okay. If there was anything you'd change about yourself, what would it be?
Uh, I think being a procrastinator, I think if I could change that, yo, I think I would do 10 million things in one day.
Same. Yeah, I think I'm done.
Cool. Go for Nilius. I hope I said it right.
Yeah.
Okay. My question would be, what does your name mean?
Nilias.
Yes.
Uh, actually, I do not have any idea. Yeah, I do not have any idea
It's
what
not
it
like a
means.
combo of your mom's name and dad's name, or
No, no.
okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
but I will definitely look it up. Yeah.
Anyway, it's dope.
Thank you. Okay. I'll choose Mary. Yeah.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. And you?
I'm fine too.
Okay. If you are given maybe 10 million Kenyan shillings, what will you do with it?
Wow.
Yeah.
Buy shoes? A lot of shoes.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Help the nini. Have a safe home for the raped people. Yes.
Okay, that's good. It's really good.
I'll choose Nicole Ngina.
Yeah.
If there was one thing you couldn't live without, like if it's not there, you'd rather be dead, what would that be?
Um. I guess Wi-Fi, but like, okay, thinking wise, I think air. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll choose Davis.
Yeah.
What type of movies do you like?
Crime comedy.
Okay, that's nice.
Okay, so I think only Madeng is left.
Yeah.
So let me ask, if you had one free air ticket, where would you go?
Ah. Oh,
to anywhere in the world.
anywhere in the world, yeah.
Where will you go?
Um, wow, that's a really good question. I would go to Nepal. Yeah, I really want to go to Nepal and see uh, Mount Everest. You know, the Himalayas. I think that would be really cool. And then, yeah, Nepal.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Right. Lastly is Vivian. Vivian, are you ready for your question?
Yes.
You already said yes. Okay. You're anticipating it. Okay. Mm, if you are stranded on an island, yeah, and you're told to stay there for 30 days, what would you carry with you? What three things would you carry with you?
To carry, to go there, or to move from there, or to get out of there.
No, like you do, yeah, like you're given 30 days, yeah. You're told to stay there for 30 days on that deserted island. What will you carry with you to survive those 30 days? Three things.
Wow, gosh. Okay, that's a hard question. Anywho, I would. I would. First of all, I wouldn't come out the same way. I would have taken my time to really internalize myself. I don't know. What else? The beautiful scenery out of there. And also the loneliness. Alone there.
Okay.
Okay, don't know what to answer, but I think those ones.
But what will you go with for those 30 days?
To that place?
Yeah.
Of course, my phone. What else? My best friend.
Okay, your phone, your best friend.
Yeah, and my clothes. Personal items.
Okay. Your clothes on a deserted island. Okay. That's an interesting one.
Yeah.
Okay. I hear you. So.
Yeah.
Thanks guys for coming. I think that was good. I hope you've learned something today. I hope you will go and implement the things that we've talked about. I hope we have bonded as well. Yeah, we've had Vivian would go to a deserted island with clothes. I don't even understand how that works, but all right.
It will work.
You don't even carry food, even food. You'll die.
Yeah.
You're going fast.
Fast for 30 days. You're joking.
You'll take ocean water.
Exactly.
Oh, really? You eat the ocean water. So you'll have
I will drink the water.
You'll have some
just get food. No phone, no friend, no clothes, just food.
So it's food and more food.
Food and a good book. So yeah.
Okay. What do you guys think, by the way? What should you guys carry? I think that question can go to the rest of you. What would you carry?
Yeah.
So Clarice is food, good food, and more food.
Yeah.
Kevin, what did you take?
I I'll take friends, food, and medicine.
And medicine. All right, all right, all right. Nicole?
I'd take friends, food, and the last one, I haven't thought about it yet. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Davis?
Okay. A flashlight, a fishing rod, and a knife.
Wow.
Survivor.
You want a lot of their grills, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just...
Pardon?
You've definitely watched.
That guy eats slugs. He eats, hey man, that guy is he's a serious man. It's a man's man. So Davis, you have to walk in his footsteps.
It's a man who is going to seek for wisdom in the waters.
Mary, what did you pick? What did you pick?
My number one would be a mattress. I was sleeping. And
All right, we'll judge you.
Yes.
Yeah, we ain't judging people here. Even us, we didn't judge Vivian for clothes.
Yes,
So,
man.
yeah, we won't judge you. Nelius?
Food, definitely food, a power bank, and a phone with bundles, a lot of bundles. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So utakula internet ama utakula bundle?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. I can see Bill is here as well. Bill, are you there? You just come right now, but I guess you can ask that question as well as we wind up.
Yes?
Yes, Bill, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yes, we've just been asked, we've been going around answering a question, and it's about if you are put on an island, a deserted island, for 30 days, what would you carry with you? What 3 things would you carry with you?
You're asking what I'll carry to survive for 30 days in an island.
Yes, yes.
Okay. It depends on the perspective you want it, but in my case, I would say in my case, I'll say maybe a fishing maybe a, what do you call it, fishing net, or just the usual fishing tools. What else can I get? Fishing tools, maybe a few clothes, and maybe just a little amount of water. I don't know.
Okay, okay. So, Vivian, you found the clothes committee and you are willing.
Yes.
Lazima monge. You need to talk and discuss.
We weren't going to joke there. We have to look nice.
You look nice, imagine, follow
Hey, right, Vivian. Hey, diva. Even at your worst, you'll still be a diva.
I will still be.
All right. Okay. Right. That was nice. At least now we can see the different personalities. The people for clothes, the people for fishing rods, the people for Wi-Fi, particular bundles. it is a diverse crowd. Nicole, you didn't give us your last one. Nicole, you're not getting out of this one. It's your last one.
I think it will just be internet, yeah. But I'll have to have a device.
Okay. Okay. All right. We've seen the various personalities. Thank you guys for coming. Kindly implement. Yeah.
But to be honest, that question, there are a lot of variables to be involved. I don't know whether you're saying maybe if they were whether the state of the weather can also be a variable. So among other things, so that question seems to be a little bit broad.
Yeah. It's you do you. The island that you see in your head, try and survive that island for 30 days. It can be a jungle, one with a jungle. Usually the island with like one tree and one coconut. So yeah, it's just a broad question, a fun question to ask. So yeah, but I can see you're an analytical person. You like to analyze an idea, and I like that. Right. Anything else? Any questions, concerns? We can call it a day. All right. Thank you guys for coming once more. Have a great weekend. Kindly implement the things that you've had today. Don't forget the 1st of December deadline. And yes, have a good one. Bye.
You too. Have a nice weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
You too.
You too.
No one is saying
Cheers.
words today.
I have to say.
Also, guys, see you.
Okay, to do it.
Thank you, Malengi. Bye.
Madengi, have you seen the chat? Oh, I'm alone.